Let me tell you something that I've not told anyone while doing my makeup. Let's get into it. I think I have a pimple here. So when I look on the side, I'll just be managing my makeup because there are my makeup stuff on the side. And I didn't sort out stuff or items that I know that I'm gonna use because I don't know what kind of a look I'm going for. I'm just gonna go with the flow. I'm just gonna go with the flow while telling you all about the night when I was driving back from Limpopo, coming to Johannesburg. Ugh, a horrible night it was. So let's do the eyebrows as I tell you about this night. That, you know what, on this night I didn't just survive only the broken wiper. It's just more that I had to survive. Let's get into it. So I was driving back from Limpopo, and it happened that I was driving around 7 because I left home around 18 minutes to 7. Yes, I left home at 18 minutes to 7, coming back that side. So before I knew it, it got dark. And before I could even get to, so this is what I'm going to use for the foundation. First up, blush. I foresee mess and a whole lot of mess here. So I'm gonna start with the foundation first. I already applied the primer like you saw me do. There are no specific spots that I need to hide. I just want to hide everything. I want to mask everything. So this is what happened to me when I was driving from Limpopo to Halton. So I left home around 7 p.m. It was, when I left the yard, it was 18 minutes to 7. So it got dark as I was driving. And when I was about 50 kilometers away from the first toll gate, the driver's side wiper fell. This just disconnected because the rain had just started for some time now, and it disconnected and then fell into the drainage of the bonnet. Did I think of stopping? Of course I did. Did I feel like it was safe for me to stop there? No, it was already dark. So stopping was not an option. It was not. Because I thought of the dangers because it's in the bushes. And if you know that road, where was I? I had already passed Muketsi already. So I was like I'm saying, I was 50 kilometers away from the first toll gate. About 50 kilometers away from the first toll gate. And if you know that road, it just bushes on the side. Anyone can just appear from the bushes and then ambush you. So I didn't stop. I drove in the rain, in the dark. I don't have the wiper, so I was literally sitting like this so that I can see the way from the passenger side, because the only wiper that was working is the one from the passenger side. I guess that's the most uncomfortable thing I've ever had to do on the road, because it got to a point where my neck was even aching. Because you can imagine, I'm sitting on the driver's seat, and there I am, like, so that I can see the road, because I couldn't see anything. It was raining heavily. There was another part of me was saying that, you know what, just stop, girl, stop and speak sense. But I'm like, I'm not stopping. I'm just gonna continue with the road. Yeah, I feel like at that time I was prepared to bump into anything because I could not see the road clearly. of which I actually risked my life, if I should put it in that way. I risked my life. So yeah, that was the most uncomfortable thing I've ever had to experience on the road, or I've ever had to do on the road, having to drive like that. Before I knew it, I finally reached the toll gate. So I stopped today at the one stop. If you know that road, you're familiar with that road, there's a one stop right after Nile Plaza. So I stopped there in that one stop and tried to fix my wiper that was disconnected, because when I stopped there I found it by the drainage right on the bonnet, that drainage that you see there in your car. So yeah, I found it there, I took it and I tried to connect it back. So I realized that I couldn't connect it back, and at the same time I was afraid that I might break it, because I was not gentle with it also, and that made me scared that if I'm to break it, it will mean that I'll have to drive all the way to Gauteng without, of which was risky because it was raining. I couldn't risk another maybe 300 and something kilometers being in the rain without the wiper. I couldn't. That one I couldn't, and I knew that I was not about to do it. So this other man that was coming from, I think he was coming from KSA, he approached, and I asked him, I said hi, and I said hello, and I asked him, can you please hook my wiper back? Can you please assist me in hooking my wiper back? And he said, yeah, no, you know what, I'm afraid I might break it. I'm not gentle with these things. Let's wait for my brother. Let's just wait for my brother. He's so good when it comes to hand stuff. That's what he said. It's so good when it comes to hand stuff. He will make it for you. I'm afraid I might break it, because I was like, I'm also afraid I might break it, hence I'm asking for somebody to help me. And he said, yeah, let's wait for my brother. So his brother arrived and he fixed it for me. He hooked it back, and he was like, okay, you're traveling alone? And I said, yes, I am. And he said, are you not afraid? And I said, yes, I'm not afraid. Mind you, I'm asking strangers to assist me, and it's late. And there's not even a side of me that's saying that these people are strangers. You know, when you're not comfortable with people, and they're like, are you gonna be okay? And I said, yes, I'm gonna be okay. It didn't even ring in my mind that, oh, what if these people, when I'm driving, maybe they do something to me? Or, I was just so comfortable with them. But yeah, I'm gonna be okay, fine. And we left. Now we continue with our drive, and coincidentally we are driving to the same direction. We are both using N1, so I'll drive behind them, and sometimes they will drive behind me, and when they pass me they'll switch their hazards on, and when I pass them I'll do the same, and the one who will be behind would flick. Oh, I'm looking for my brush that I'm not finding. Anyway, before we even move further, I'm using this for my eyebrows. So I'm using this olive oil age control hair gel, age control hair gel for my eyebrows, and I'm using this is the I'll tell you, I forgot its name. I want to pronounce it right. This is the Colossal, but it's empty. So what I did some time back, I've put Vaseline here and some the baking powder, the baking powder that you use on your face. I've put it here so that what, I don't know, but I felt like it's a good hack when you do your brows. It makes them thicker. So I've done that. Sometimes I will do it to extend my lashes. So if you have short lashes, you can do that. Put Vaseline. The Vaseline, this is the Vaseline that you know. This Vaseline, and then obviously this will be if you have black mascara, and your the this is loose powder. Yeah, loose powder, but the loose powder that I use is actually, is it the loose powder that I use? I want to be sure that I'm telling you. Actually, it's the oil control. This is the kind of powder that I use. Although the one that I used is finished, this is the same kind that I used. And then I pour it in here and I just mix it all together. And you can use it to extend your lashes. And thank me later. Come back with the results. Can extend your lashes, and then you can after that, applying the mixture, you can go ahead to apply your mascara. Next time we meet, tell me about your lash extension. So I'm one person who has like few lashes. There are so few, you can see there are so few, so I use that hack to extend them. So back to the story. So we're driving, and that's how I'm looking for something and I can't find it. Hypo. Yeah, I got what I wanted. And then I'm gonna using this to highlight as a cream from Kryolan. I just want something to look a bit natural. I don't want anything extreme. Oh my goodness. Here. I want to have something defined. So we're driving like that for almost 170 kilometers. I'll be in front of them, they'll be behind me, and I'll be behind them, they'll be in front of me. And honestly speaking, the road didn't feel lonely with them. It felt like they were just people that I've known for the longest. Mind you, I just met these people. I had just met them. But let me tell you, I felt so comfortable. I didn't care, and would stop by them. We'll stop by the toll gate and we'll have like those chats, like, hey, you are here? Yes, I'm here. Okay, let's go, and we'll do that. And that was nice. Honestly, that was nice. It's a long way from Limpopo to Gauteng at night. It is really a long road. It's a long road. Let's trust the process. I know I look like a mess right now. I know I look like a mess right now. So at the third toll gate, they asked if I could. It was actually at the second one. Yeah. They asked if we could stop by one stop after Kranskop, of which is the third. Yeah, of which is the third toll gate. And I said, sure, we can. Mind you, I just met these people. I just asked help from these people. And here I am. I'm so comfortable. I'm so comfortable. I don't know what's wrong with me. What's wrong with me with trusting people? And we stopped, and I stopped, and we exchanged numbers from there. We just exchanged numbers, and I can't even tell you the story without focusing. We exchanged numbers. I'm just gonna do that. I don't know if it will. So they asked me, like, how long will it take for me to get home? And I said, it will take me 1 hour 30 minutes to get home. And they said they will be home. Bona, they will be home soon. And I asked them, why do you guys stop on the road? Like, why do you guys keep on stopping on the road? They're like, no, I didn't get your numbers. It's the other guy who helped me. It's because I didn't get your numbers, so I wanted to ask for your numbers, so that you tell me when you get home. Yeah, hence I asked you to stop here, because I didn't even know why they were stopping there by the one stop after Kranskop. I just felt like I could stop when they asked me. And yeah. Oh, let me actually use another brush. My brushes are dirty, you see. So yeah, this is the brush that I'm gonna use. So from there we continue with the drive, and it was the same. They'll be behind me, I'll be in front of them, I'll be in front of them, and they'll be behind me. And yeah, before I knew it, they drove past me, and they drove for a distance now, and I'm like, okay. And as I'm driving and I'm trying to catch up, at the same time I'm trying to catch up, at the same time I'm like, oh no, let them go, because I mean, they said that they're going to Zambezi or something like that, and they said it's not far from. They'll be home in 30 minutes, so it means that maybe they are gone already, you know, like they're nowhere to be seen. And in about 20 kilometers, this wiper disconnected again. It disconnected again, and this time I could see it before it disconnected that no, it's about to disconnect, but I couldn't stop the way. I couldn't stop there. I drove a bit, maybe for about a kilometer, and when I was about to stop, it disconnected. So this time around, it didn't fall into the drain, that drainage on the boat. It didn't fall there. To how I can explain it, it just disappeared. I don't know to where. I stopped the car and I looked for the wiper. I couldn't find it. I looked for it. I reversed the car. At this point in time, I was not afraid of anything. I looked for the wiper. I couldn't find it. I reversed the car back a bit. I thought maybe, it may have disconnected and then went back. I looked for it. I couldn't find it. There was no sign of it anywhere. And I said to myself, you know what? Then I'm gonna look for this thing, because I may have looked for it for about 10 minutes, but I couldn't find it. So then I'm gonna look for this wiper that does not seem to be here. That seems to have just disappeared. And I'm gonna look for it for the longest time. until people get here or do something bad to me. So I'm gonna continue with the road and I'll see what I can do as I'm driving. I'll be thinking, I'll be brainstorming in my head as to how can I get home safe, you know? So yeah, I continued with the road. This time around, I only have the wiper that's working is on the passenger side, and my driver side there's no wiper. So I decided to, you see that steel that hooks the wiper, I decided that I'm gonna pull it out. You see when you pull it up like this and then it stands like this, like how they do it when you're washing your car. Yeah. Oh sorry, I keep on kicking this tripod. So I did it like that so that it does not scratch the windshield anymore, because now my windshield is scratched because of the initial disconnect when it disconnected from the first time. So I'm like, yeah, at least. So now I'm using that one. I'm like, yo, I can't wait to get to the I can't wait to get to the last toll gate so that at least I can wait there. I can stop there and see what I can do with this. I tried to reach for my phone and I realized that he had called me. This guy had called me. The guy that initially helped me had called me. But my phone didn't ring because it was already on Do Not Disturb. So it was one of those things that you like, how did it happen that it disconnected when they passed me? Because now I'm on my own. It really felt like I was on my own. And I couldn't even blame myself. I couldn't blame anybody. I was like, why is this happening? Why is this happening like this? I'm just like, yeah, trying to go back to Johannesburg. Like, no, what's happening? So I got to the last toll gate. So when I got to the last toll gate, I saw the what do you call this? The traffic officers. I saw the traffic officers standing. The traffic officers' car, and I approached it. I drove past the toll gate after paying, and I approached them, and I greeted them. I parked my car there on the side, and then I greeted them and I asked them, can they please help me hooking my wiper on? Actually not hooking, changing the wiper from the passenger side to the driver side. And they're like, oh, how are we going to be able to do it? I'm like, I don't have my wiper just fell before I could get here. So yeah, I stopped and looked for it. I couldn't find it, and now I need to get to home. And I just need you to help me with unhooking the one on the passenger side so that I can be able to see the road. And this guy and this woman, these officers actually, they were so kind to actually understand me. It's not even their duty to help people who have their wipers broken and stuff like that. But they were like, okay, let's see. So this guy is even like, oh, how is that even possible? Because your car is new. I'm like, no, my car is not new. It's 2 years old now. So yeah, it's not new. And we just laughing there. And I'm not even laughing because it's funny, but I'm laughing because it hurts. I've been driving in this condition. Okay, I'm using this for blush. I bought this somewhere in Johannesburg. I can't, like, it was back then. I don't know, but I just love applying it. It's so good. You see, it does not even have a name anymore. Yeah. Hey, honestly, I can't recall where. Like, I don't have the name for this thing, please. So yeah. So this guy is like, oh, okay. So they help me. So as he's unhooked, this officer, the officer. So the officers, it's one woman and one guy. So now they are helping me. So the one who's helping me is the guy who's helping me, and who he's actually doing it for me. Yeah, I wanna be clear there. So he unhooks the wiper from the passenger side and wants to hook it to the driver's side so that I can be able to continue with my drive and be able to see the way. But now, as he unhooks it, it breaks. It breaks by where it's hooked. So now, like, there's no way that he can hook it on the other side because it's broken. I don't have wipers anymore. It's raining. And in my mind, I'm like, what? What's happening? Ella, what's happening? Because I've not been doing it because I was afraid that was gonna happen. But did it stop it from happening? No, it didn't. It didn't stop from happening. It still went on to happen. So I'm like, no, don't worry, officer. But in my mind, I'm worried that how am I gonna get home without a wipe? But I'm saying to him, don't worry. He's like, oh, what are we gonna do right now? I'm like, don't worry. Don't worry. I just, what's happening? There's something that got into my eye. So I'm telling he shouldn't worry. But I'm worried myself. But let me tell you, I don't even look like somebody who's worried. At that time, I didn't look like someone who was worried. I looked like somebody who was in control and who knew that there's gonna be a solution. And yeah. And let me tell you, I stayed calm. And I remember telling the officer to say, when he kept on apologizing and I said, don't worry, officer, we're gonna make a plan. Did I have a plan in mind? No, I didn't. I went to the boot and I opened it. I opened it and I'm like, okay. There was a plastic day that had leeches. I just put all of those leeches down because I was like, what's happening with my life right now? How am I gonna get home? I put all of those leeches down, like in the car, not like down on the floor. And I took that plastic, I tore that plastic apart, and I was like, you know what? Officer, just use this thing to hold it together, so that I can be able to get home. And he's like, how are we gonna do that? I'm like, just tie it like that. And he did. He tied it like that. And he's like, okay, it's fine. Just get into the car and test it if it works. And yeah, it could wipe the water. It really could wipe the water. Was I not happy? I was, because I had hoped that I'm gonna get home and I'll be able to fix that the following day. I think I shouldn't even be using the brush here, but for some reasons I keep on using the brush. Yeah, so something that's obstructing me here. Okay, so he used the plastic that I gave him to hold the wipe, the wiper to that steel, the what do you call it? I don't know what you call that steel that holds the wiper so that it can wipe, you know. So yeah, it worked. Tested it, it worked, and it's like, yeah, I thank them. I'm like, thank you so much, you really helped me. And they're like, no worries, we hope you get home safe. But before, you know what you can do, stop by the garage in Total Garage where and yeah, you will get, this is something like they will assist me there. I think at that time the only thing that I was thinking of was just getting home. And I said, oh yes, they gave me the direction. Did I do it? No. Did I plan on doing it? Or did I just listen to that? They get happy that I was gonna do what they were saying. Partially 50%. Yes, I just listened so that they see that I was gonna do it the way suggesting, but I had no interest in doing that. Went on with my journey. And it rained heavily as I drove from that place coming back home. And my weather was working, and it worked until I got home. There's just a lot of lessons that I learned on that day, and what you can take away from this is that sometimes when you don't know how to do something, it's good to ask for help. In the same breath that you ask for help, it's good to let that person teach you how to do it, so that next time you do it yourself. And something that I'm taking away from this is that sometimes it's not good to break it yourself, because the risk exists either way. It's either you break it or somebody will break it for you. And there's just a lot of lessons in this. And that sometimes you survive not because everything went well, but because you stayed calm, resourceful, and you kept going, you know. I think I bought this one from Discount. I can't recall. And I got this from, where did I get this? I think from some Chinese store. This one I got it from some Chinese store. This one from Discount. And it writes perfectly fine. It really reminds me why I don't love black pencil, because it makes my eyes brownish. Now you can see how brown my eyes are. this mascara for before I use this. Actually, I need to use this to extend my lashes. Can see the difference, right? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna use the silver pot. This part. What I'm gonna do is just put a bit by the bridge of my nose and right here, and I'm gonna dip 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 dip. Because I don't want to look like 50 Cent, I'm gonna go on to brush it. Do you see the difference now? Yep. You probably see it, but can't really identify it. Dip, 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 dip. Yeah. Because you also don't want to look ridiculous. I honestly don't know what to do right now. This is too dark. This is too dark for my liking. It's too dark. And here's the overall look. I didn't do any cat eyeish or any other thing like that. Here's the look. I guess today I'm gonna be like this. And to seal my makeup, I'm gonna use this. Yeah, my products are dead. I need to clean them, get time and clean them because they're dirty. What's this? Why did I? That's it. And the look of the day. That's how I'll do